What's up, ladies and gents? I'm your host on Channel 1. Welcome back to more Hitman Codename 47. Continuing on, we just finished the Li Hong assassination, and now it is time to move on. Remember, guys, this is on the harder difficulty, so these missions can actually be pretty tough. So up next, we have something definitely a little different than what we're used to in a Hitman game. Our main objective is to secure the religious idol, as well as bring the idol back to the chief of the village, and you only get 5,000 reward for this. This is, it is a groundbreaking mission for the time, but it is also something that is totally different than what you are probably familiar of with Agent 47. So the developers were new at creating this type of game. 47 hadn't been fleshed out just yet, so that's why you get a mission like this. But there's the idol that we need to get. This mission is also very large, and it's a lot of running around, so you can get very, very confused on where you need to go. So I apologize if I get a little bit lost. I'm going to bring the compass along to make it somewhat easier to find, but we're going to try to do this in the stealthiest manner that we can, which is actually not an easy task. So we're going to start in this location. We need to go over here to the crash site, the plane crash site. Then we're going to head over here. This is where the village is. Once we bring the idol from the crash site to the village, we're going to need to rescue his brother. And in order to do that, we're going to have to come down this river over to a bridge that's right here. Now that bridge will have a bunch of guards and the brother waiting on it. We need to take out all of those guards. We're going to do it. It's not going to be like silent, but we're going to do it without being caught, I guess you could say, without being actually seen in a manner. And then we're going to head back to the village with the brother, and then that will finish the mission off. So all we're going to need to bring in is we're going to bring in a knife, fiber wire, and a compass. That way so we can just make sure we know where we're going. When I'm actually inside the game, the map is going to be very, very small, as I'm only going to be in the map for probably a few seconds, so therefore I won't bump it up, but then you can actually see just how big the map is and how big this screen is that I'm looking at right now. So with that being said, guys, don't forget to leave a like. And again, did you play this mission back in 2000? What did you think of this mission? Was it groundbreaking for you, or was it just immersion breaking of what 47 is known to be? So please let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to share this with the developers and your friends out there. And of course, it's go time.
Let's get the show running. Which way is south?
Alright, so we need to head this way. Not necessarily completely south, but more like an east-south hybrid. If you go directly south, then you will miss what you're looking for. So this is a true running simulator, as you're going to be doing this for pretty much the whole time. Don't worry about any of those guys. I brought the compass along just so we can keep our bearings straight. And then once we get a little bit closer, we'll know exactly where it is, because we can look at the map. We can see we need to go a little bit to the left. And we should be able to hopefully land close to it. Alright, you know it's usually left of where these guards are, so there it is. And we should be up enough to where they're not going to be able to see us, because if they do see you while you're picking this up, then they will start shooting. Alright. Now we need to head this way. Remember I showed you where the village was, the little dots behind that big, look like an island kind of thing. So if you keep heading this way, eventually you will get to your destination, as we're going to be running into the river. And that river, if you follow it, it will take you to where you need to go. So obviously, draw distance aside, this was such an amazing game at the time because of what it did, because of you being able to brush against the foliage. It actually kind of helped to make you feel like you were a part of the level, part of the environment, you know. And that's something that a lot of games couldn't do back in the day. Again, Metal Gear Solid 3 was the pioneer for this, because when you got into a jungle environment in Metal Gear Solid 3, you really felt as if you were in a jungle environment. And this game kind of, I think, is a good, was the first step, and then Kojima just perfected it by that point, which was pretty cool. I know this is a lot of walking around, but it's not too bad. A lot of people are going to complain about it, but I'm not finding it to be, like, really upsetting.
Oh, you have found golden statue. Very nice. Please bring it to our chief in the village.
So once we bring it to the chief in the village, all we're going to do is go back the way we came, follow this river, make the river on our left, and then eventually we will run into the next part of the mission.
I bring you your lost idol.
White man, you bring back joy into our hearts with the return of Chietzerox. But the drug lord took my brother also. He is at the big bridge. If you follow the river west, you will find him.
When I come back, you must show me a way to get close to the drug lord.
Alright, so whatever you do, don't just start going that way, even though he says to the river to the west. Go actually behind you this way, and then follow it out. As you can see, this is the river. Don't go across the bridge, you want to stay on this side. And now follow this, even though now it says you're following it west. The moment you actually get out of that cutscene, the west that is in front of you will not be the west that you want. This is not the west you're looking for. So we're going to follow this all the way. It's going to take quite a bit of time. So what you're going to need to do is there's a sniper rifle up on one of the lookout points up ahead here in a little bit. So once we get to the bridge, there'll be 3 guards on the bridge and 1 guard in the lookout. We need to take out the guard in the lookout first, grab his disguise. Don't worry about these guards here. As long as you are friendly, you don't have any weapons in your hands, you can freely move around in this disguise. Once you take out that guard that's in the lookout, you got to do it while crouched, or else you run the risk of being seen by the 3 guys on the bridge. Then take his uniform, grab the sniper rifle, because then you can actually pick up the sniper rifle. You're allowed to have weapons in your hand when you're in the enemy's disguise. This took me a few times to actually figure out, because I was wondering why, when I was in this disguise trying to pick up the sniper rifle, I kept getting shot at, and that's because you need to be in the enemy's uniform in order to be able to pick up anything. There's a little helicopter. Now I'm wondering, is that the same helicopter that brought us in, or is that just one of their helicopters? So we're continuing to follow this, and eventually here we're going to come up. We're going to also do a lot of backtracking once we get the brother of the village chief. This is probably the hardest part. Now a lot of people would probably just go in guns a-blazing, get the M60, and then just start, you know, killing everybody, which is fine. But I'm going to keep to what Hitman is and what I feel 47 would do, even though this is not a normal 47 mission. So there's the 3 guards, and you can see there's a bunch of guards with him as well, and there's the main guy that we need to protect. So get up here. You're going to need to crouch and take him out. That's because you don't want anybody to see, so get up close to him. Do the knife. Grab his disguise. Now you can pick up his weapon. Pick up all the ammunition because you're going to need it. Right, you don't want to do that, sorry. Actually, yeah, so I don't know why that does that. So you can't even... In later games, you're actually able to holster a sniper rifle. He just puts it in his hand, like lower in his hand. So get down. Right now, they don't know anything. They're oblivious. So we're going to get to a part... Oh, stuck here in between the foliage. We're going to go this way, because we need to take out everybody. But we need to do it to where they can't see us do it, right? Isn't that like the... It's the name of the game. So we're going to get behind a tree here. And we're going to start to take everyone out that we can. So there's that. I'm trying to find out where they are. I think they're still on the bridge. Maybe I went a little too far. Because remember, you can't move when you're in. I know we got that thing right in front of me. So there's a bridge. I guess we're too far away. Oh, okay, yeah. Obviously, we're too far away, so. Oh, there they are. All right. Now we know where they are. Stay far enough. Wait till this thing passes by again. They're coming back. And here we go. I don't know how he missed. Okay, something's blocking. Look, that branch. There we go. Yeah, hit him. Alright, that should be it. There he is. We have completed. So now it's just a matter of going back. Again, we can be in this uniform with this weapon. You want to keep the weapon. I can't even tell how many shots I still have left. But I think I should still have a good amount. So you don't need to follow the friend or the brother. Just go your own way. He goes a very long route, so it's going to take him a while before he even gets to where he needs to go. But we were able to take out the target. Or all the targets that we need to take out in order to get the brother. Remember, there's no other way to do it. You have to kill those guys in order to save the brother of the chief. So we had to get our hands dirty, but we did it in a manner to where we never got shot at, and they never knew where we were, and that was the purpose of it. There is not another way that you can do it. You can't sneak up behind them. You can't do any of that. Trust me, I tried to do all of that, but this is just really. This game, unfortunately, gives you pretty much one way of doing things. So it sucks a little bit because of it, but I also have deep respect for what this is, because this was the beginning. This was what they were learning. This is baby steps, right? Baby steps brought us Hitman 2. Baby steps brought us contracts, and then, of course, the amazing blood money. So without these games to pioneer the later games, I mean, who's to say what Hitman could have turned into? So I'm so happy to be able to play this original game, and I'm happy to have you guys here with me, even if this is a little mundane to continually do this. Yeah, but I'm enjoying it, and hopefully you guys are enjoying it as well. Again, remember, it's going to take a while for the other guy to show up, so he'll be coming from that direction. He goes like a long way around. Well, we made it back. Oops, sorry. We made it back. This was a interesting mission. Obviously, it wasn't too tough, but to try to figure out how to do it without being shot at. Obviously, if you wanted to just go guns a-blazing, you could go up into that guard lookout, grab the M60 instead, and then just mow everybody down and not have a care in the world. It would not affect your rating whatsoever. This way is more to my liking. It's more to my style, and my style is showing you how to do it in a manner to where you're not being seen, okay? Because there is no way of doing it silently. It's just, can we find a way to do it without them knowing our exact location? And here he is, finally. And this mission is complete, so enjoy the cinema, and then we'll check out the stat screen at the very end.
You have been a great friend, stranger. Now I owe you help.
Tell me where I can find this drug lord.
You can cross the river on our little bridge. On the other side, you cross the temple yard and go look for the statue of Zietodok. Behind it, you will find a secret underground passage leading to his hideout. But beware, you will be crossing sacred grounds, so do not upset our god. But find man with cocaine heart you must. He must expiate for his wrongdoings.
All right, there we go, ladies and gents. Mission complete, accomplished, and the money we lost was only from taking the knife, fiber wire, and the compass. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. I know this wasn't a very exciting mission, but hopefully I've helped you to figure out maybe how you can do it without being actually seen. Again, mess around with the level, have fun with it. Even though there's not a lot of options for you to do, it is still a fun level, and I enjoy Hitman for what it is. It's cool, it's fun. Even the original Hitman game is bringing me so much pleasure to play, and I'm so happy to be able to do this. So again, guys, thank you so much, and of course, I will see you on the next one. Peace out.